What's up, everyone? Welcome back to After the Storm. Welcome back to the NHL 2005 Dynasty Mode Series. We are on to episode number 60. We are officially in the last quarter of the season here. We have a matchup today against the New York Islanders. We're on the road to face them. So I don't really think there's anything to go over from last episode. Of course, if you guys have been watching the series, if you've been following it all the way along, there have been some audio issues in the last few episodes. I think probably the last handful, 5-6 episodes at the very least. Unfortunately, I couldn't go back and do anything. I couldn't isolate the audio because the audio is all tied in together, so sorry about that. I hope you guys enjoyed the episodes nonetheless. It really was because my OBS had a reset and I lost all my scenes in the way I had them set up, and the volume, playing with the volume in each individual scene. So I had everything kind of at full volume, and I didn't realize how overpowering the actual game was on those ones. So you can barely hear my commentary. That's okay. Obviously, the episodes are still useful in the regard of you guys get to see how we played, if we won, or if we lost. So this is where that will end. So I did a test. I, increased my microphone gain and everything like that, and we turned down the in-game volume for the sound. Again, that crowd sound and everything like that, it just is really drowning out. So it should be fixed here in this episode. If not, it will be slightly fixed in this episode, fully fixed in the next episode once I can see this back, and keep going from there. So thanks for being patient with that. That is on me, of course. I hope you guys still enjoyed the episodes regardless. Should be fixed now and down the stretch here. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the preview of this matchup against the New York Islanders. So the Islanders, a pretty fringe playoff team at the present time. They're in the Atlantic Division. They're obviously getting the benefit of a weak Atlantic Division at this point. They are second in their division, 6th in the conference, 14th in the NHL. So they're a pretty mid-pack team at this point. For us, though, 81 points, 3rd in the NHL, 4th in the conference, 2nd in our division, which is probably the most ridiculous division in hockey, as we've talked about numerous times. We have the advantage in every category against the Islanders. The offense is pretty close. That is mostly due to the fact that we have so many injuries. The Islanders at this time were actually a pretty decent hockey team. They have a young upstart goaltender in Rick DiPietro here, Alexei Yashin. I think Mike Pekka is here on the team at this point. So this is not a cakewalk of a game. Taking a look at our matchup in goalie, though, Jose Theodore back in the net. I believe he was fatigued for the last couple games. Gets back into the net against the young upstart Rick DiPietro for the New York Islanders. And in their last game, the Islanders coming off a 3-0 win against the St. Louis Blues. Their goals for to goals against is very similar on the season. Their home and away records very similar as well. And they don't currently have any injuries to talk about, unlike our squad that has quite a few. And why not preview ourselves a little bit? We're coming off that 3-1 win against the Pittsburgh Penguins in our last episode. Of course, our goals for to goals against is quite different from the New York Islanders. Our home and away records are very similar, I would say. Although the ties and the overtime losses have all come on the road, surprisingly. 22-8 at home. And there is the laundry list of injuries. This is the only way to actually see when players are returning from injuries. So we got, I believe we're at the back end of February here. We are really going to be waiting. Bure's going to be the first one back, followed by Sakic, and then Forsberg and Hayduk. We are not going to rush anybody back. Right now we're good. We're still competing for, number one in the conference, trying to get that home ice advantage throughout the playoffs. Hopefully win the President's Trophy here, as we have been definitely the best team in hockey over the past 20, 30 games. So as we keep pushing here, we're obviously not going to rush any of our guys back. We want to make sure that we are fully healthy for the playoffs in case we have injury trouble while we are in the playoffs. But yeah, a laundry list of high caliber players. We added 2 more with Modano and Guerin a few episodes back. So this is this team, we will have easily the best team coming into the playoffs. We should be winning the Stanley Cup. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for the preview portion. Let's go ahead and get into the game against the New York Islanders. Welcome to Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, New York. The Islanders, the Avalanche, set to face off here tonight in a matchup of an interconference matchup, I should say. The Islanders looking to solidify their playoff aspirations. The anthem's finished up. We are ready to go here on Long Island. Avalanche coming off a 3-1 win against the Pittsburgh Penguins. And the Islanders coming in with a 3-0 win against the St. Louis Blues in their last game. Of course, the injury list between these two teams couldn't be any further different. No players out for the New York Islanders. On the other side, 4 top players for the Avalanche out, including 3 most synonymous forwards with this squad. Here's Hunter. Cherkasky, the former Islander, finds Medano. Shot there, Pekka. Lyle steps into him. Solani strips Pekka the puck. Neutral zone. Dumped around. Foot's back there to retrieve. And he'll find Solani up the boards. Here's Cherkasky. Looking for maybe a solid game against one of his former teams. Cherkasky there had a wrap chance, and DiPietro read it all the way. Trent Hunter grabs that puck, and Solani nearly through. Gets stopped at the line. Nienema finds Jason Blake. Jason Blake dumping it around. There's Matthew Barnaby. And Yashin takes a hip check from Bill Guerin. Here's Rob Blake. Turned and fired. There's Yager at the line. Surrey wraps that one around, and he will get it through. As the Avalanche strike first on the road, Sheldon Surrey in deep finds a way to open up the 5-hole of Rick DiPietro. And the Avalanche take a 1-0 lead on the road. Nikolitin loses that one to Bates. Theodore playing that one out, finds Darby Hendrickson. To Nikolitin. Dumping it in around the boards. Hamilton, the former Islander himself. Barahowski. Parrish there in. Chance. Good stick by Jose Theodore to poke that one away. Here's Hamilton. Back the other way. Hendrickson, that one tipped by Hamilton as Cliff Ronning will pick that puck up and move it back the other way. Hendrickson pass up, doesn't find Hamilton. It's turned over, and here come the Islanders. Barahowski. Jeff Hamilton there, tried to make a move around Jarnquist, and he couldn't. Voninen. Ronning. Pass deflected by Martinek. Here's Lindros. Tried to make a move. Jason Blake back on the defense with a nice breakup of the puck. And here's Yashin. He makes a nice stutter step move. Kavasha keeping the puck in. Yashin still there with it. Hounded by Rob Blake. Yashin tries the wrap chance. Can't get the shot away. Hammerlick had an opportunity there as well. Yager. Shot was blocked. Final minutes of the first period here. Kavasha, big shot there. Gets another chance. And as the Avalanche will touch this one up, a penalty upcoming. Sheldon Surrey, the goal scorer, going to go off for charging. On the draw, Yashin against Nikolition. Nikolition wins that one. And whoop, pane of glass. As Hammerlick crunched Nikolition against the boards there. As we have a little bit of a delay as the pane gets replaced, and we are ready to go here. Islanders on the power play. Pekka winning that draw against Riku Hall. Blake tried to clear it twice, can't get it out. And that pass from Niinema finds nobody. Here's Michael Roosevelt. Roosevelt, shot on, just save. Kavasha finds Roosevelt at the point. Kavasha still in there. Back in front, scores! Oh, the puck finds its way out to Trent Hunter, and he'll bury that one. And the Islanders even up this game. It was a jam play, and off the pad of Theodore, it popped right to Trent Hunter, wide open in the slot. (1-1), the Islanders have tied it at the end of the period. Here's Medano on the draw, loses it to Scatchard, and Scatchard goes straight ahead. Foot with a couple blocks on that one. Back in front to Scatchard, shot, scores! Dave Scatchard, the captain, ripping that one past Theodore. A broken play and a snipe from the captain, Dave Scatchard. And the Islanders quickly take a 2-1 lead. Back on the draw, Nikolition loses that one to Bates. Nikolition, since we're coming back from his injury, has had a rough go on the faceoffs. There's a chance, though. Pretty big save there by Rick DiPietro. Dumped around, Bates takes a big hit from Voninen as the period expires. 2 late goals from the Islanders. Hunter on the power play and Scatchard in tight. 2-1, Islanders lead. A flurry of an offensive display at the end of the first period for the Islanders. Got a couple goals past Jose Theodore. Lead this one 2-1. Medano turning that puck over in the Colorado zone. Medano takes a hit. Cherkowski there. Medano shot, blocked. He takes a big hit. Barnaby the other way. Here's Barnaby. Shot on. Acquired in a trade between these two teams earlier this season. Here's Medano bringing it back. He makes a move. Looking for Solani there. He can't find him. As the Islanders are playing some extraordinary defense here in their own zone. Here's Solani. Crushes Pekka against the boards. Up to Medano. Medano rips a shot. Still with it. Fighting against Janssen. Hunter takes a big hit from Jaromir Jagr. Comes back. Guerin and Jagr. Guerin there. Shot on. Big save from DiPietro again. Yashin with Hammerlick. Oh, and Guerin takes a big hit off the bench, and Blake throws one against Niinema. The physicality picking up here. Over to Blake. Shot. Big save. DiPietro. Guerin rips one low. DiPietro all over that one to make the save. We take a look. This physicality, Roosevelt, the former Av, throwing one against Medano, recently acquired. Nikolition on the draw against Bates. He loses it again. Nikolition was the best face-off man. His percentage slowly going down since he just returned from this injury. Here's Hamilton. Hamilton hooked. Martinek. Back in front. Hendrickson gets a second chance there, and a big stop by DiPietro as Ronning takes a big hit. Theodore makes that pad save. Plays it out to Darby Hendrickson. Hendrickson across the ice. Nikolition just ahead of the play, and it is offside. Scatchard's goal remains the difference so far. Medano winning that draw against Yashin, bringing it up. Here's Cherkowski. Cherkowski squeezed out along the boards by Niinema. He'll lose the puck. Comes back the other way. That pass going to find nobody. It'll go down for icing as Niedema touches it up. Dross on the draw against Scatchard. Scatchard wins it. Takes a hit off the face-off, though. Here's Blake finding Jaromir Jagr. Jagr spins off, looks for Guerin in the slot. Guerin a second chance. After the first one was blocked, and DiPietro follows him all the way. Head coach Joel Quenneville and his squad. 8 to go here in the second. Medano wins that draw. Foot rips the shot. Can't keep the puck in as Turkowski and Jason Blake will start back the other way. That one blocked by John Michael Lyles. Lyles brings it up, finds Medano. Medano's going to turn it over to Yashin, and Blake's back the other way. Here's Jason Blake. Kavasha there, finds Yashin in the slot. A big save by Theodore. Solani makes a move. He takes a hit from Niedema, but it's turned over to Turkowski. Shot there. Mad scramble in front. DiPietro down and blocked shots and chances all over the place. Here's Kavasha. It's turned over again. Turkowski finds Solani in, and a penalty shot called on the hook as Solani was in all alone, and Niedema certainly arguing the call. Solani had a step. That's a hook. And can Solani even this game up? The most exciting play in hockey, a penalty shot. Here comes Teemu Solani, swinging left, swinging right, back and forth again. And a poke check from Rick DiPietro will stop all of that. 2-1, 3:25 to go in the second. Lindros on the draw, loses it to Pekka. The better face-off men around the leagues. Hunter tried to dump it in. The Islanders starting to sit back a little bit. Guerin. 2 minutes to go in the period. Guerin trying to start something. Finds Jagr in front. Second chance by Jagr, and Rick DiPietro with the glove as he's turning away the flurry of offense from the Avalanche. Nikolic on the draw. Keeps getting matched up with Bates, and Bates has his number so far tonight. Here's Mark Parrish. Bringing it back against Voninen. Finds Bates, and a big stop by Theodore. Pass down the ice. Won't get there for icing. Hendrickson, a shot from a sharp angle. It hits the side of the net. And that'll do it for the second period. DiPietro is the difference. The Islanders lead 2-1 heading to the third. Shots 21-12. Favor the Avalanche. Into this third and final frame. Roosevelt. He took a hit. Pekka turned that puck over on Surrey, who's got the Avalanche goal in this game. Here's Pekka. Pekka, nice move, gets through. Lindros there to interrupt it. Lindros finds Guerin. Guerin looking for Jagr in front. Roosevelt. Back into the corner, there's Barnaby. Turns it over to Jagr, shot on. Big stop. Pekka got that one through, a weak shot. Theodore's going to be able to handle it, but it's turned over. There's Blake back the other way, but a change is on. Blake getting through, though. Oh, and he almost got the shot away. Turkowski lifting that one into the corner. Here's Medano against Janssen. Can't beat him to the puck. Puck nearly turned over at the line. Here's Jason Blake back the other way. Blake shot on. Theodore handled the rebound in a wrap chance, and Jason Blake gets it through on Jose Theodore. The Islanders take a 3-1 lead here in the third. Completion on the draw. Bates continuing to have his number if they keep getting matched up on the faceoffs. to Jarnquist. Got the chance there. Theodore with the save. Jarnquist back at the point. Martinek runs him over. Parrish turns, fires. That one up in the air. Gets tracked down. Here's Hendrickson as the depth of the Avalanche looking to generate some momentum. Bates in. Penalty upcoming. As the Islanders are going to head to the power play. As Vonninen's going to go off for interference. Taking out Jarnquist right at the line. It's a penalty almost every time. Trying to get back into the game are the Avalanche. 10 minutes to go. They got to kill off a penalty here. Hall on the draw loses it to Yashin, but Yashin's pass is behind Hammerlick. Blake spins off. He's got the insurance marker as it stands. Big chance in front for Barnaby. Blake another chance. Theodore there to make the save. Matthew Barnaby acquired earlier this season. Nikolitin, a rare bad night on the faceoffs. Roosevelt bringing it back. Roosevelt tied up as he enters the zone. And Foote is going to get the backhander there. DiPietro, they have to play it. Here's Surrey, got the goal. Niedema there, killing valuable time off the penalty. Here's Pekka in, shot. Surrey there, dumping it back around. DiPietro to play it. Niedema, Pekka. Pekka in, gets bumped. Hall will drop that one down the ice. Hammerlick back to retrieve. Finds Barnaby. Barnaby turns it over to Solani. Another chance in. All alone. Can't get the shot away. $20 remain on the power play for the Islanders. Yashin wins that draw. Blake. Shoved off by Foote. Foote will dump that one down. Foote lifts that one. Back to even strength. Voninen, oh, and a chance there as DiPietro came out. Could not play the puck in nearly a wide open net. Yashin shot. Handled by Theodore. Turned back in. Nikolitin there in the corner. 3-1, the Islanders lead. There's a shot by Blake right off the turnover. Now or never for the Avalanche. Here comes Hendrickson. Around the net. Fires low. Big save. Martinek knocking him over. Here's Nikolitin. Finds Hendrickson in front. Voninen another chance, and DiPietro's going to have to hold that one. Force a whistle. Take a look at Andre Nikolitin. A rare poor night on the face-off circle for him. Medano on the draw against Pekka. Pekka wins that one. Blake steps up, throws a big hit. Medano coming through. Medano shot, big save. DiPietro continues his stellar play as we approach the final minute here in the third. Surrey bringing it up, finds Medano. Medano knocked over. Solani. Medano back. The other way it comes. Medano gets knocked over. Into the corner it comes. Medano blocks that one. 45 to go. Guerin being harassed. Medano takes a big hit in the neutral zone, and here comes Bill Guerin. Guerin knocked over. The Islanders are suffocating the Avalanche at this point. Big hit in the neutral zone. Martinek against Hunter. Some excellent play there. Martinek looking in front for Voninen. Couldn't find him. Pekka back the other way as time will likely expire on the Avalanche here. An excellent game from the New York Islanders as they stifle the hottest team in hockey. 3-1. Islanders take this one at home. As always, we'll leave you with the 3 stars, and we'll see you on the next Avalanche broadcast.
Tonight's 3rd star, New York Islanders number 7, Trent Hunter. Tonight's 2nd star for New York Islanders number 38, Dave Scatchard. And tonight's 1st star, New York Islanders number 39, Rick DiPietro.
So certainly an interesting game there. Was not expecting such a great game from the Islanders in that one. But man, they were excellent. Defensively excellent. DiPietro was very good in that game. And they capitalized on their chances. I think that Scatchard goal was like, I saw it developing and I was like, oh no, he's going to just snipe that past Theodore. Sure enough, he did. But they earned that game, 100%. Earned that game from start to finish. They really shut us down. Pretty good defensive team in the Islanders. All right, so we have a trade offer from the Edmonton Oilers. Again, we're at the point now where we've made so many trades, I feel like it's kind of counterproductive at this point. Obviously, we'll take a look. We listen on all the offers, but let's see what we got here. Despite the rivalry between our teams, you got to make some changes. I've been giving it some thought and think there's a really interesting opportunity to move some bodies around and make both of our teams much more competitive. Let me know what you think. Darren Turner. Steve Staios for Kurt Sauer. Now, Kurt Sauer I don't believe, has not suited up for us for a single game. Oh, we're in 04-05. Kurt Sauer has not played for us this season. He has not played a single game. Yeah, he hasn't played a single game. Now, do we need offense or do we need any defense, really? I don't personally think so. But what this trade could be is some defensive security for the playoffs. Say a guy goes down, the Edmonton Oilers are out of the playoffs. This would be a defensive defenseman in Steve Staios that could come into the lineup and play pretty well. That way we wouldn't have to rely on probably Bugner coming in, who isn't very good. Staios is decent, 81 overall. He would probably go up to an 83 or 84. He might be a little bit better than Martinek, actually. That's something to check out here. Let's take a look at Martinek. Not sure how good Martinek is. Martinek's a 74. So this actually might be a decent replacement for Martinek. Actually, Martinek is at an 81 right now because of the morale boost. So I'm actually pretty comfortable making this trade right now. I'm going to use it as defensive insurance. Basically, this is a rental towards the deadline that we have some insurance in case we get an injury or something in our lineup. I'm not sure if Steve Staios would actually be an 81 before coming over, or if he's going to be an 80, say an 88 in our lineup. So let's go ahead and make this trade. We're not using Kurt Sauer. He hasn't even been the 7th D option for our team. So let's go ahead and make this deal. So we made the deal. Staios is a Colorado Avalanche member right now. I'm going to go take a look at Martinek. Let's see if Staios is a better... So Staios is an 83. So let's put him in. If he stays with the +3, yeah, let's play Staios. Martinek hasn't done a whole lot this season for our squad. He's been solid. I really like that third pair, but let's bring in a little bit, better of an option in Steve Staios on our D for that third pairing with him and Voninen now. And yeah, we have the insurance of Martinek in the lineup or as an extra player at this point for when we go into the playoffs. So that's a little bit of shoring up our defense a little bit, adding into a strength that we already have, and just having some depth options. And on forward, I think that's the last trade. I will say this. That's probably the last trade we're making. I cannot say for certain, but I feel like that should be the last trade we make, because at this point, seriously, we've made so many trades. Our team is so good at this point. We don't really need to add anything else to this squad. So anyways, that was the Islanders game. That's a trade that we've made with the Edmonton Oilers as they sell off some assets. They get a little bit younger as they bring in Kurt Sauer. Let's go ahead and preview our next matchup here against the New York Rangers. So going up against the Rangers, a little bit of the opposite in what we just played with the New York Islanders. Obviously a little bit worse. We have the advantage everywhere. We're back at home in this one. Better goals for, better goals against. The Rangers 22nd in the NHL, 12th in the conference, 4th in their division. They are pretty much out of it. We have slid back down to 4th in the conference now, or sorry, 4th in the NHL. We were already 4th in the conference. In net, Theodore going to come back. Let's give him the opportunity to get back into the win column. Henrik Lundqvist an 84 overall. This should be a game that we can win pretty easily. Lundqvist very young at this point. Theodore going to be a 99 at home. Should be able to win this game. Going a little bit deeper onto the Rangers here. They're coming off a 3-2 loss against the Ducks in their last game. Namely, their away record isn't very good. They're about 500 at home, bad on the road. So that's where we can definitely take advantage of this, as they are on the road to face us. And they don't have any injuries. Again, unlike our team, no injuries for the Rangers. So this is we're going to get to see, Korea again. Some players that we made moves with earlier on in the season here. So obviously always fun to play against that, but we are in that stretch of the season here where we're going up to the trade deadline, where we're facing a lot of teams that aren't really playoff teams. A couple here and there in this next 10-game stretch. We should get a lot of wins here. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. As always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can get these videos as soon as they upload. Schedule still remains Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time is when these videos will upload to the channel. A fun episode today, a trade made, tough loss, of course, but a very good game against the New York Islanders. We'll be back with episode number 61 very soon against the New York Rangers.